Okay, this is again from Rob Humphreys from Australia. And what is this? Well, you know, again, I say look at the details. Look at that stuff. Look at that scruffy little stuff. Can you see that? Look at that straight across looking lines. What the heck is going on there? And then the big slabs or whatever that is. Look at that. It looks like almost like bark from a tree or something, or almost maybe even like feathery looking stuff. Well, what if it was a feather? It would be a pretty good sized feather. Well, what else could it be? Let's think about that. Because they have those little supporting structures in between all of these tiny little fibers. That's why feather dusters are so good at removing dust. They got a ton of little fibers. And look at how it's here and here and here. Now, I think I might have something here that's similar. It's not quite that big, but it is pretty good size for a feather. Now, if this was a feather, look at this. Look at how cool that is. Look at how certainly excellently patterned that is. Well, let's see if I got something here that is similar. And it just so happens that I do. And it's this right here. And this, I think, could be a turkey feather from long ago. It's that color. That's one stuff. That's the top. And that's the other side of the feather. This is a one feather. Now, look really carefully. Remember I showed you these breaks, the breaks and the breaks? Look at this. One here, there, and there would have been, you know, another one here, another one here. There was just another slab coming down here. And these are the breaks. And that's the thickness of the feather, one thickness of one feather. And where did it come from? Well, it came from Tennessee, I think it was, or maybe North Carolina. My good friend Greg Morrison sent me this. He sends me a lot of stuff. Excellent source. Well, where did he come up with this? He's just driving down the road and he sees a gigantic pile of feathers. So he comes down here and he chisels one off. I'm not exactly sure where it came from, but you see the same color. It's the same as a... I think it maybe broke it right off of here, somewhere down there, whatever it is. And this, my friends, is not even like a whole chunk of feather. This is like what they call the barbaroles. I think they call them that. These little tiny bits. That thing there is just one of these, what is in between the feathers. It's not a whole big chunk of anything. It's just a little tiny chunk of the tiniest piece that's on there. And I think it's about 3 inches thick. I said, it's damn near like the color of a turkey feather as far as I'm concerned. Same pattern. This good-sized turkey. That'd feed a whole family. All right, this is what's cool about doing what I do. I was posting about fashion and all that kind of stuff, and I'm doing this video today about fashion. This just comes in. A guy in Australia sent me this, and I looked at it, and right away I knew it was some kind of, it looked like fashion. Now, not only did he send me this picture, but he sent me this one too. Look at this. Now watch this. Again, we've got some kind of a membrane, I would say here, and some fascia weaving in and out of the membrane. And why I say it's fascia, wait till you see this. Look carefully. Look at the details. What do you see? There's a million zillion little dots. What are all those little tiny dots? And they're very uniform. You see them over here? They're very uniform. They're just everywhere. And they're little dots, and then those little straps. And those little straps, I'm going to tell you right now, that's fascia. And those little dots are blood cells. This is a body tissue, and it's in Australia, and he sent me this. And he sent me a bunch of other pictures, too. Here's some more of this. Anybody knows mud fossils, you know, you can't miss this. What it was, I have no idea. But I would say it was pretty good size. All this is blood. Now what that is, I don't know. You know, there could be all kind of debris just laying on here. It doesn't have to all be from the same creature. You know, other rocks and so forth. But you know, when you see this stuff, this is biology. Let's just cut to the chase.